Howdy, howdy. This is Blue Otter. Today we're playing the Northern Path. This is a demo. 1823. That was how, my dear Sophie, I found myself in the land of the Roccat. It was not curiosity that brought me here, and not even the call of duty, but a strange, complicated family matter. I know for certain my missing father is here in the homeland of our distant ancestor. Still, despite everything, I never stopped admiring this land. Breathe the fragrance of the tundra, listen to the silence, crystallized in 1,000 lakes. Feel its breath, wild, mesmerizing. Ah, it's a polar bear. Not an animal I would want to encounter in the wild. The winter in Roccat is harsh. The temperature, okay. Urken, you're alive, huh? Yushige, good to see your cut is still with your body. I'm going to apologize for mispronouncing literally everything. The warm, musty coziness of an old wooden house. The first ray of sunshine stretches out from the window, crawls under my eyelids, forces my eyes open. What are you going to do? You're awake then? At the window opposite the light is a stocky figure in a thick Roccat fur coat. I believe we've seen each other before. Come. Don't get back to sleep. Can you sit up? Remember your name? Nicola, what's your name? The bear yesterday, did you kill it? I'm Nicola Trimoloff, but where am I? What's your name? Yeah, we'll go. Where am I? This here's Sakai Seren, or in your language, Yakatia. I drove you to the Russian village, found an empty hut, heated up the stove, and warmed you up. My tent is not far away at the herder's camp, but I thought you'd be more at ease with your own folk. Don't you deal with that fool of a driver again. He won't tell finger from toe. It was a good thing I was driving by. I'm Urken, by the way, and your name is? I briefly tell him who I am and why I came here. Urken shakes his head. What are you going to do? Your father went missing 3 years ago, and you think this Andrew, the explorer, knows where he is? You are not a timid bunch, Nikolai, to come here from St. Petersburg looking for a relative, but you won't go too far on foot. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a sled and a dog. The dog is young but brisk. He'll lead any pack you put him in. His name is Dober, friend. You'll be friends with him too, and he won't let you down. And if you want to thank me for this, the village headman is collecting yasak from the surrounding lands, the emperor's tax paid in animal skins. There's a simple hunting snare line on the sled. Go to the tundra, hunt 3 voles, and bring them to the headsman. Say Urken sent you, then you and I are even. And once you got your bearings, come visit me at the herder's camp. From here to the north, you can't get lost. Bye. Okay, new artifact, Sophia's pencil, daybreak, okay. What's tab? Okay, that's our sled. Sleigh. There's Dober. And our bag. Okay. Oh, continue. Okay, back is X. I guess we go to leave camp. Camera rotation with the thing we have. Body's drifting. Okay, we could do ground approach a hunting spot, press F. We could start hunting. F, move catch area. What am I doing? Oh. Narrow-headed vole. Okay, so you press F and it slides the bowl there. Okay. Start hunting. They said we just needed 3. I think we're getting cold though, based off of the... Okay, I think that's gonna be good enough. Daylight reduces your attunement level. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Dober is good. Okay. That's to enter camp. Okay, journal. Say, but my supplies are gone. I have no idea where to start looking for my father. I need to get my bearings. We have collection. Oh, there's different things. Okay, we have... Okay, do we have a map? We do. Okay, I think we're here. Okay, what is that? Right there. Okay, maybe... Okay, that looks like a fisherman. And I think we might see... I bet this is the camp over here. We've got... Oh, but I probably don't have the equipment to do that. It was awfully nice of him to give us a... Yeah, enter camp. Enter camp E. Yes, no, F. Okay, hold on. Let's go to settings. Let's do full screen. Okay, enter camp. Yeah, enter camp F. Okay, press and hold. That was where I was. Okay, there's a traveling merchant. Urkin? It's you, Nicola. I thought you went back to Moscow after this, but you've already learned the hunting ropes, found your way around the block into this camp. Keep this up and you'll be a local in no time. Come on, make yourself at home. Urkam's Chokum is a real bachelor's lair littered with all sorts of things and smelling of unwashed. I've got a big family with kids and grandkids already, but I live here as a bachelor. That's the way I like it. Well, tell me what's on your mind. Maybe I can help with something. Ask about Ernstman. I got a big family, 3 sons, 4 daughters. There's grandkids already. Why don't I live with them? I got bored, that's all. Don't stand up, Grandpa. We'll do it ourselves, Grandpa. Pamper me as if I were an old man, and I'm not there yet. Saved you from a bear, remember? I want to sharpen my batas myself, go hunting on my own, but everything's fine between my family and me. And if anyone says otherwise, Don't believe the rumors, eh? Don't believe them, will you? Erkin says not to believe the rumors, so rumors they are. And if they're rumors, Praskova is privy to them. I should ask her. Traveling merchant. Ah, Sengra Sari Dorubo, I mean, hello. A man muffled in large scarf gets up to meet me and immediately shakes from a coughing fit. I've gotten sick, cough a little, but it's nothing. I'll get better. I'm a local merchant. I go here and there. Some people in the furthest corners of the land, but they need goods, so look for me in different camps. I'll greet you with open arms anywhere, and if you need anything, just tell me. Well, shall we trade? Can we... what's improving the sled? Fishing slots. Okay, so we can improve sled. We can do... what else do you need? Don't be shy. Trade. You have a simple fishing rod, but I don't have any money. Did I... when I did hunting, did I save those? Let's hunt. Start hunting. Okay, contents will be lost, or we can put them over here. Yeah, that's what it was. Take or release what you caught. Okay, so that was... okay. We're just going to have those. It is night. It's probably really cold. Where are we? We're here. That's a village. Maybe we should try over this way. So that was the herder's camp. What's over here? Sled damaged. Was that a... Dobie? Wake up. Yeah, what the hell? Open my eyes laboriously. I sit up in the snow. My head is splitting. I'm on the outskirts of a settlement. A small fire crackling. Wolves howl from the distance. How did I get here? Oh no, I'm glad to see you're in good health. Thelma takes off a hat and tries to stand up to greet me, but grunts in pain and slumps back down. Very sorry, my legs aren't what they used to be. How should I address you, Your Honor? Your father's name is Mikhail, so that makes it Nikolai Mikhailovich. So welcome to our humble village. I'm Agafon Vasilovich, a head man here. What a misfortune has befallen you, Your Honor. Erican, our hero, helped you out. If not for him, who knows what could have happened. And this is the first day of our land. How would I've suffered then? Oh, how would I've suffered? The old man's eyes are filled with tears as if I really had been eating in the tundra yesterday. So if you need anything, just say so. And forgive us in advance for our rude manners. You are an officer from St. Petersburg and we are simple people. So what can I help you with? Give skins for... yeah, and my sled's damaged. I thought that was a seal at first, and then from Erkin you say, now here's a man who always delivers yasak on time. What I would give to be as spry as him at his age. Don't you doubt it, Your Honor. We do not collect this tax for ourselves, but for the Emperor. I'm sick and tired of this myself. I take no pleasure in shaking people down, but what can you do? It's the Emperor's will. I thank my folk later. as any way I can with hardware, goods, or tobacco. It seems no one gets too mad. Taxes are important for the state. If I were the emperor, I wouldn't fleece you with taxes. You're a very kind soul. Too much credit for pulling me, all by the grace of God. The headman hides his eyes in embarrassment. My wife, on the other hand, she's an angel straight out of heaven. She's good to ones of her own, to strangers, and to the smallest bug in the grass. It's been 3 years since she stood up last, poor soul. The sight of the old man is like the wind over the tundra, ringing dreary. But wait a minute, there's too much here. I'm missing 1 skin for the Yasek, and you brought 3. Here, have 2 of them back. You can claim items later. Well, we'll go ahead and claim them now, I guess. Okay. You know what? Have you already met Praskova Bacharova? She trades in various provisions and whatnot, lives next door. Take the extra skins to her. She will give you a good price. And what you do with the money, you'll decide for yourself. You need to take care of your sled, and you are not exactly dressed for the weather, Your Honor. Well, then Godspeed, and say hello to Praskova for me. All right, Praskova. You're here, my dear. And in one piece, I was so worried. Agafon told me everything. He told me that Urkon saved you from a certain death. He also said your name was Nikolai. And I'll call you Kolya. What a joy, and it's all good and fine with you. I'm Praskova Petrovna, Aunt Pasha, for you, so don't be shy. Come on, sit down. Show me what you have for me today. Yeah. Well, let's face it, it's not much here, but still, I'll pay you something for them. Do I just... sell... Yeah, sell... Oh, we just pick it up in F? Yeah, give me a fair price for him. But still I'll pay. Okay. Don't be sad. A hunter is not made in a day. The day will come when you hunt some big game here. A big game is sure more expensive than small. But in the meantime, the little you just earned will come in handy. If you want to spend the money well for supplies, go see the merchant Burkadovka. He lives next door. A crook, if I've ever seen one, you'll see for yourself. Give me your merchandise, or do you want to ask me something? We're going to go back. Okay. Bye-bye, Kola. Don't forget to visit the merchant, ask him about your father and about Andrew, and put on a hat. It's cold. All right, merchant. Burkadovka. In the darkness of the shop, the merchant looks at me like at some outlandish bug. Without saying a word, a saucer of steaming tea is resting on the table. With whom do I have the honor? I've heard of you. You're fine, I see. So, are you here for business or for no reason at all? If you need wares, I always have them. Got everything for sleds, for hunting, and for fishing. Nothing here is cheap. This much is true, but what is cheap nowadays? Feel free to browse. Can we improve the sled or... purchase equipment. Yeah, it's gonna cost me a bit to get that. There's a broken lantern. Okay. I mean, a broken lantern's better than no lantern. Game saved. Yeah, I know. We're not really dressed for the cold, but let's... Hunt. I mean, this is the only thing I know that I can do to make money right now, so... Gonna end up hunting them to extinction just about. Game now stays away from here. Okay, yeah, there's a finite amount that you can do from that. Is gonna be really grindy. I like kind of the basic premise of it. At least my dog was okay. Yeah, game stays away from here. All right, let's... I don't think I can... No, I can't sell. Let's go back here. We're gonna sell. Okay, that's all. Gives me 270. Okay, I want to purchase equipment. Fishing speed used to catch fresh water, used to catch salt water. Okay, this... What would be research? Oh, to get better large snares. Strong cord with a bait. Not enough pages to research. Let's... Yeah, that checks out. That's about Andrew. Andrew, why are you talking about our local naval hero? An experienced officer of the fleet, is that right? It has to be him. His ship is usually anchored northeast of the village. Last night, it was still there, I'm told. But don't rush. Take a look at the wares. You have money, don't you? Ask about father. A nobleman about 50 years old. No, I'm afraid there was no one like him after Sir Andrew. But before him, all kinds of people come to Roscoe Yusta. Sometimes you think, will this nice man save you from wild animals or stab you in the back the moment he's got a chance? No, I don't think your father's been here. We have the wrong kind of air for such people here, you know? But don't despair. Drive around, talk to the locals. Just don't forget to buy equipment. Tundra is an unforgiving place, so to care less people above all. Yeah, she said to, equipment, but there's... There's nothing there. All right. As soon as I step outside, I'm almost knocked down by Vascova's. She presses a bundle tied with a handkerchief to her chest. I barely made it. You're here to see Andrew, aren't you? Here, give this to him. Do me a favor. Take these items. Sure. You don't have to tell him who it's from. He'll understand. Actually, it's better if you not say it at all. And one more thing. You better rest before you go, at least until morning. It's not that it's dangerous here at night, but strange things happen. All kinds of devils wandering around. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the heads up. Fine, it is dangerous, so take your time and rest up. You'll deliver the package in the morning, and I'll be sure to thank you later. Aunt Pasha doesn't forget anything. Well, good luck. We can rest. Can we? Yeah, we're resting until dawn. Okay, let's... Storage allows us to see that. Okay, so I think I actually saw him. Yeah, we need to go to other places. And I mean, this is a... Oh, okay. I don't have... Okay, I don't have something that I can hunt for that. Yeah, flying. Okay. See if I can get some fish. And that should help. I'm gonna turn off the light. Okay. Here, we'll do enter camp.
Oh.
Ah, my guests have arrived. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't notice the uniform, but still, what a joy. Finally, a new face. Get into the boat. I'll take you to the daybreak right away. Captain Andrew is in his cabin as always. I get in the boat. In a couple minutes, I'm already standing on the deck of a slender ship smelling of fresh resin. Yeah, we'll look at Praetor Andrew. Come on, it's you. Fleet Lieutenant Nikolai Trofimov? Is that right? Yes, I received your letter, and I was quite puzzled by it. I've heard of your father as a fearless hero of our country. He served under Bagration, fought Napoleon with a partisan detachment. He took Paris. For such a person to simply go missing. I have collected materials that might be relevant. Look here. Andrew pulls a neatly stitched folder out of the drawer and puts it in front of me. You wrote that your father disappeared a little less than 3 years ago, just when my expedition began. And before that, he raved about the history of your distant ancestors who lived in this land. But it was a drawing that I recently sent together with my report to Moscow University that brought you to me. Is it this one? A piece of picture depicts a talisman, a schematic figure of a person dotted with mysterious symbols. I wouldn't confuse these glyphs with any other. Father's amulet. Don't be scared. I never found the item myself. I drew it based on the stories I collected from the locals. They say it's a shaman's tool, a way of connecting with the world of spirits, those of their kin and their land. I was particularly interested in these symbols, but are you sure it will help you find your father? Sure, if you can feel it, everything adds up. The amulet, the symbols, the family legend. I'll take your word for it. You did not elaborate on the family legend, and I will not dare to ask. In any case, your father was not part of my expedition. At least I didn't recognize him as such. We built this modest boat here 3 years ago. As for the trip here, we made it from Irkutsk on dog sleds. Our baggage was heavy, so we hired local laborers to help with the transportation. If your father wanted to get here unnoticed, that was his only chance. When we got here, some of the men stayed in Ruskov Ustev. Seems they might get work at the local merchant. Maybe we could see the nobleman in the commoner when I could not. I'm sure he'll tell you more, or at least direct you to those who will. Godspeed, Nikolai. And remember, I'm on your side. I have my own business here, but I will not leave your family in distress. Do you have any more questions? Ask. Deliver the bundle. I hand Andrew the bundle, and he immediately hides it under the table. I'm sorry, it'll be better if no one sees it. You see, I'm quite embarrassed to make it known to the crew, especially to our cook. He's trying so hard. Sadly, his cooking is no match for Aunt Paskova Bacharova's. I probably should have refused the treat, but out of solidarity with the others, but I can't. It's just too good. Maybe share it with the crew. Oh, why didn't I think of that right away? Yes, everyone will get a bite at least, but it's not about nourishment. It's about the taste. It could be considered a violation of subordination between the officer and the sailors. However, here in the north, the ways are a little different than in the mainland. Everything is much harsher and much simpler. It means the closer we get to each other as humans, the better for all of us. Thank you for reminding me of this, Nikolai. You know what? We recently caught a delicious cod. A cod to rule all cods. But we have been eating so much fish that it's coming out of our, Take it, Nikolai. If you don't eat it yourself, sell it to the locals. Sure. Anything else? I'm not rushing you, but time waits for no one. Ask about the expedition. Our expedition began on March 20th, 1820. Was it 3 years ago already? How time flies. By royal decree, I was instructed to describe the northern coast of Siberia in these parts. The first year was hard. We were freezing, starving, losing our dogs. Never neglect the supplies of your journeys. You hear me, Nikolai? Purchase only the best equipment and constantly monitor its conditions. Take care of yourself and everything that helps you survive. Many gave their lives for this lesson. Take care not to join their ranks. Anything else? I'm not rushing you or anything. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Historian? Nikolai Tromov, is that right? Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. Captain Krashini, but for my range of interest, the sailors dubbed me the historian. Outrageous insubordination. Were we on the mainland, they would get what's coming to them, but it's different here. The admiral doesn't approve. But you, I see, are not a stranger to discipline, a graduate of the Maritime Academy, no less. Now be honest with me, Lieutenant. Why did you join the Navy? What career did you pursue? Which career did you pursue, that of a soldier or a researcher? Kind of be researcher. Is that so? I thought I saw a familiar spark of curiosity in you that moment. You walked through the door. In that case, it'll be especially interested in what I have to tell you. I collect knowledge about the local people, in particular, their material culture, as it is called. Clothes, weapons, household items. All this surrounds a person every day. It tells you more about people than any words. But I've already collected all of this during our stay here. If however you bring me something special, not like other things, I have a modest fund from which I'll be happy to compensate you. And your friends will go straight to the Office of Natural History of the Moscow University. Ah, yes, let's pilfer from the natives. So if you meet anything extraordinary in your travels, bring it to me immediately. Maybe you already have something for me. Do I? I mean, I've got a fish. No, we can go back. What is this? Leave camp, rest, storage. Okay, journal. I've got some stuff. Search for the father who assisted. My disappointment, Angie doesn't know where my father might be. However, it's possible my father joined this expedition incognito, disguised himself as a local laborer. I hope to uncover the truth from a merchant, the man who labors and works. My father clearly didn't want to be recognized, anyone to recognize him, or try to bring him home, but why? Ask about the Cossacks. Okay. I like this journal. This is pretty cool. A lot of fish. They have that. This is a mucilid. I recognize that. It's probably like a marten or something. Mucilids are otters. And then we have our dogs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could have up to 13 dogs. Dober, friend, a dog of the Samoyed breed, fluffy, sociable, and capable of earning the respect of any other dog. Okay. We can leave the camp. Nope, I need something else to do that one. That's flying. That's fish. Oh, black-capped marmot. I guess I do have. These are deep burrows. Northern marmots not only survive harsh conditions, but they build up reserves. All right, no game. So I guess I can. Okay, so that's how that works. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get this thing. And then we are going to see if we can rest at the herder's camp. Yeah, that thing that's out there. Tarugu and Nikolai, how's it going? I dare you're alive and it's good enough for the day. Ask about local sorcery. Do we have sorcerers? Of course we do. But you need to be a shaman for that, connected to the upper and lower worlds. A shaman can summon the right weather, draw illness out of a body, or hex an enemy. And I've heard they can enchant an amulet to deflect enemy blades and bullets. But it's a dangerous thing. Those blows don't vanish, but are redirected to someone else nearby. What are you going to do? So Nikolai, I stay away from this sorcery, and I advise you to do the same. But I've heard you got to eat in the tundra. Just kidding. Good to see you. Yes, we Yucks live in Chargums. We don't need your wooden cams. What you gonna do? We follow the reindeer, and they come here in summer for the fresh moss. The winters here are harsh, oh, very harsh, but we winter even further south. It's still cold there, but bearable. Good thing you didn't come in winter, Nikolai. You'd freeze in a snowdrift with a bear. Haha. Well, we almost did. Okay, I guess we have to go back to, oh no, here, we can rest. I don't want to go out with those monster things that are on the... Okay, let's see if... Oh, this is another vole. At least it's relatively simple. Okay, I don't want to overhunt. That's fresh water. Okay, that goes underneath. There we go. All right, I could do one more. No, we can do one more, last one. Maybe. There you go. Yeah, we're done for that. Okay, we're gonna go back to camp over here. That was a full day. What's in the journal? Opportunity to boast about his children, grandchildren. Yeah, we need to ask. What is this? We got that. Okay, we have base price is $1. Okay, that's a little better. You're here, Pumpkin. Come in, make yourself at home. Let's about Urkin's family. Yeah, Urkin's family is a sight to behold, only he hasn't talked to them for 2 years. They say he had a falling out with his son back there. Urkin is not an angry man by nature, but when he does get angry, you better stay back. Why do you stop talking to the rest of the family then? Go ask him yourself. Yes, I know he's cagey, but you are no longer a stranger to him either. Ask him, Cola. Alright. Let's sell... Sell everything. Alright, X. Take your time. Ask about father. A nobleman, a widower, and one as handsome as you? No way. I definitely wouldn't miss this one. Here we have all sorts of people wandering around. Saka, Evans, Russians, you name it, but no one as nice looking as you. So as soon as you find him, be a sweetie and bring him here. We'll have a nice cup of tea with biscuits. Go and already take your time, stay and chat. Ask about the headman. Agathon, you say. Agathon, a nice soul. Worries too much for everyone else but himself. Always thinks how to please other people and how not to offend. And as his wife fell ill, he got from bad to worse. You come visit him at least once in a while. You know how it is. You talk to someone and it's as if there's a beating soul in him again. Okay. Merchant. Ask about laborers. The men who worked for me once? Yes, I remember them. And I remember the one who didn't look like a common laborer at all. He hid it well, just not well enough to fool me. He lived here for a while, then disappeared. Where to, I don't know. But first he left me all his things, old clothes, nothing special, and a personal journal, everything in his handwriting, notes about our region, drawings, his own reflections. I can give it to you for a reasonable price, of course. That's mine by right. Are you going to threaten me, Your Honor? And how will you prove that you were the son of that peasant? He never showed me any documents, you know. I'm an honest man. You have the money. I have the goods. I'll be waiting. And if you don't have enough money, I can give you some advice completely free of charge. This land is not only rich in game, but also in fish. And you can get no less money for it. As Praskakova, her late husband was a fisherman. She will tell you more. I'll be waiting for you to bring me the greed about 5 rubles. You can come as you please, of course. Give 5. Do I have that already here with the money? Do you mind if I count it? Don't consider it a sign of disrespect. The amount here is, wait a minute. The entire amount is here. Wait a minute. I'll bring you your book. The merchant retires to the back of the shop and brings an old tattered book looking more like an empty folder. Here's what happened, Your Honor. 6 months ago, a wolverine climbed into my attic looking for food, I suppose. Turned everything upside down and ran away with nothing, leaving a hole in the skylight. Apparently, the pages flew out of that hole. Since then, the 4 winds must have scattered them across the tundra. Well, will you take it? Yeah, no choice. I'll take it. Thank you. I don't usually sell substandard goods, but what can you do with the forces of nature? As for the other pages, I heard that the locals occasionally find them in the vicinity. Ask them around. Very well, Your Honor. Send my regards to Captain Andrew for me. Pray tell him to come visit. Okay. Let's do... Yeah, we've got a little bit of a mystery with him. Go ahead and rest. I know it's probably not. We're just going to rest until dawn. I figure this is like night, sleep, dinner, whatever. All right. Leave camp. Do we have anything? Yeah, so there is quite a bit on. Hold on, is that? No. Okay. Hold on, let me see. We have sleigh and bag. No, okay, so it has to be on the sled. Okay. All right, and another one. Yeah, it's like, gotta love the mini games. I just suck at them. Okay, we're gonna do that. These things, oh, and then the game doesn't want to stay. What about this one? It says it's flying. Okay, so I've actually got to have something that would do a little bit better. What I need to get is I need to get a fish. Like a fishing rod. I guess it's a fishing net is what they've got. Time is it's already late. Wow. I'd be curious to see what the mini game is for the flying creatures and the fish too. I'm curious. It seems like there's quite a few mini games here. All right, some room right there. I can get 2 more. No, 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 no. Ah, it's you again, Your Honor. Always a pleasure. It's been doom and gloom here without new people. Only walruses to make friends with pictures that... to say nothing of women. Are you married, Your Honor? Haven't thought about it yet. Is that so? Well, you're in no rush. A young officer, an enviable groom. I'm the opposite, a simple man without a ruble to my name, but I'll dance at my own wedding. Just yet, everything will come true. Oh, I'm yapping like a magpie again. Get in the boat, please. I'll take you across. Yeah, we're going to we're gonna rest. There we go. Okay, that. That was kind of scary. F. Okay, we're just gonna do, I just wanted one more. All right, we have. I heard I heard you gotten eaten on the tundra. Just kidding. Good to see you. Ask about son. Who told you? Who knows? Women and their wagging tongues. Yes, Amin and I had an argument, and we haven't talked since. But you know, you Russians have your own kinds of spears. The British, the boar spear, and the Yuccats have the batas and the batyas. So Amin said to me one day, your bata is big and unwieldy, and with my batya, you can do anything on the hunt. But I say, but you can take on any beast with a batas, even a bear, and your batya is a toothpick, nothing more. But the bata is a new design, a Russian invention, and the batya is our ancestral's ancient weapon. Well, that's where I thought enough is enough. To call the batas a new design, I wasn't born yesterday. I know that's a bag of lies. I mean, Nicola, will you? You drive around a lot. Help yourself to hunters' caches, right? If you chance on an old bata somewhere, bring it to me. If my son sees it, he'll have nothing to say. He'll understand I was right the whole time. Just don't worry about it too much. It's not that I care. It's fine as is. How's it going? Oh, deliver the ancient batas. Did I already have one? You come back here. Okay, no, I guess okay, we're gonna talk to the traveling merchant. Can we sell? Yeah, sell all. Go ahead and browse. That's great. Don't be shy. Trade. What do you have? How much money do I have? I have $6 now. If I do this, I could get a flying bird. The low accuracy of this slingshot forces the hunter to get closer to the prey, make it unsuitable for hunting burrowing animals. Dogs. Oh, okay. So deer height, sled improvement material. From a marabouts suitable for the spirit sturdy rope. Metal, sled improvement materials, and spruce spikes. Yeah, that's. Use pages to unlock new equipment. Okay. So we do that. Okay, so how much? Oh, no, that's not what I made. Trade. Oh, here we go. $6. A strong core with bait for larger game. Okay, it goes to, okay, maybe it goes to storage. Okay. Two dog sleds. Okay, I have to have, okay, I see how this is. So I'd have to have two, so to upgrade, I would need to have one of the wood. And 5 silver and 5 coins. Here I'd have to have one of the things. Okay, so this is, I'd have to buy the components. Okay, okay, I see how that is. Let's see, it's 10 a.m. Okay, well, we're not. Let me turn the light off. I was curious what's over here. inspect. No, let's inspect. The shrine towers give me like an old weathered grave. There's a dark stain of fresh blood on the central stone slab. Well, that just sounds pleasant. Oh, there's more stuff over here. Let's... I see a small tent over here. Search. You can get back what you left here later. Okay. Just sled. Okay, we found a second page. Okay. Okay, we need to be making our way back. There's another town over there. We can come over here. Or is that the... Oh no, that's the herding camp. Okay, so that means I could probably just go back over this way. I don't want to be out when that thing might attack me again. That was creepy. Okay, let's come over here. Or we got... Where was you learning about... Come on, let's have some tea. Ask about fishing. Yeah, ice fish you and you call yourself a seaman. Fish can be sold for good money, and not only to me. Everyone loves fresh fish. Bring me 3 tunga fish. The nearby pond's teeming with it. Go straight to the left from the town. You'll see a fallen tree. And don't forget a fishing net. Lower it into the hole and start spinning to create a whirlpool. The fish will get right into it. You can buy a courier net from merchant Burkhardt. Just don't let him rip you off. Go now. I'll be waiting. Going already. Let's see if we could sell. No, we don't have anything to sell. I need... Yeah, there's nothing to sell. All right, goodbye. Let's go ahead and rest. I didn't mean to do that. Wake up. These aren't worth that much. That's the sad thing. Okay. You know what? I still don't know what those crystals stand for. If it's like being able to do something in particular. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to get a... All right, now we can sleep. There we go. Can't go after them. Yeah, here's something. Here's more. And there we go. And we've got that. Okay, so let's head back to town. We'll sell this. All right, let's look at the journal. I'll lead to the search for my father lies with the laborers who assisted Andrew during his journals. Okay, ask him. Okay, now I just need to return to Anju. Fishmonger is here to fish. Why? Perhaps there's more than meets the eye. Okay. I think that means we've completed those. I need to sell. X. Purchase equipment. No, she did say this one that starts with a K, so we'll get that. Storage. Okay. Okay, we're going to sleep until morning because not going out at night. That's just crazy. All right. Let's leave camp. And we might be able to start fishing now. This might be sea ice. I might not be able to do this one though. Nope, that's salt water. Oh, I bet I know where she was talking about. There's a fallen log right there, and then there's some water patches. I've actually been dog sledding. It's actually quite fun. I learned a lot, like the do I okay, hold on. X tab back. No. Yeah, I know. I'm working on that one. Okay. Let's go back. The dogs that are at the very base, closer to the sled, are the ones that are mostly carrying the what was I doing? No, hold on. Let's storage. To cargo here. Okay, that can all go to storage. That can also go to storage. Fish are perfect for fresh. Okay. Oh, maybe. Goodbye. All right. Nope. Okay. So it took me all day. We're just gonna sleep till noon. Rest until morning. I know. That's probably a waste of a day. Okay. Okay, now we should... Okay, so it's similar to the... Okay, we could just... Okay, that's the Tungan. Okay. I mean, that's really all I needed. Find out how much these things are worth, though, because I do need a little bit more money. So might be interesting to see. We need to okay, fish now, stay away from here. Okay. And we go back. All right, here's that. Here are your fish. You have 1, 2, and 3. Thank you for spoiling me like that. My husband was a fisherman. He was a stern, gloomy man. It's been almost 10 years since I buried him, but I still remember him coming back with the catch of the day. He'd stumble in exhausted, smelling of fish scales, then hug me. Ah, here you go, my sweet. I'll give you my lucky coin purse. Money never runs out of it, or so it seems. Now I'm going to stay and dream a little bit. Let's purchase equipment. Oh, I meant to... That's it? Okay. Was there anything else that I wanted? Yeah, see, I mean, I've got the large snares. How much is a new one? $5. I can't even afford to sell or to repair. Okay. So let's hit X. All right. Collection do I have? Oh yeah, that is that. Okay. Increases the value of good when sold. It seems that there's not much money inside yet. Somehow never runs out. Yeah, that. Not so much. Okay. Let's leave the camp. I probably need to get, if I got something that would be for hunting like flying creatures. That's flying. I can't do the flying. Okay, let's... If I go out this way, I need to be prepared to be out when that thing gets out. Okay, there's another fish that I can do. All right, Erkin. How's it going? No, we don't have the ancient whatever. Let's sell. Those aren't worth that. I mean, they're worth something, just not trade. Yeah, there's these items. Yeah, he does offer a little bit better. Yeah, we could repair that. Improved sled. Yeah, if I got... If I got another rope. I did find a... Alright, let's leave camp. Let's see. Let's go out this way. Okay, so yeah, so sled dogs, you have a the dogs that are at the base, and those are the ones that are responsible for carrying the brunt of the weight. And then you have the dogs that are on the I can see something over there. I think we might have just hit a limit for the demo. Yeah, I think that's just the limit for the demo. So yeah, so you have the dogs that pull the brunt of the weight. Then you have the ones that are in the center. So like if you have 6 dogs, you have two teams of 2. I'm gonna search that. The ones in the back. Okay, yeah, we're gonna claim that. The two in the middle. So the back 2 pull the weight of the sled. The middle 2 are the ones that are responsible for like basically doing all the swings and the turns. And then the lead dogs are the ones that are in the front, and they're the ones that like the mushers actually like communicating with, and they're the ones that actually lead. So you've got to have really strong dogs there. There's that. Can we just... Oh, there you go. Whoa, it's really ancient. I knew the betas were old, but this one... Thank you, Nikolai. What should I do with the stupid... What should the stupid old man now do with this? Aaron lowers the rusted blade despondently. I got so angry at Amon back then. Thought I'd kill him. I got scared of all those thoughts alone. That's why I've been avoiding my family. What if I lose it again? Anyway, thank you once again, but I have no idea what to do now. Go back to him and apologize. Apologize for what? For being right? Here, see? Here I go again. I'm a nutty old man. That's it. I've been out of my mind for a long time. No, you're right, Nikolai. I'll go and say I'm sorry. Not in front of everyone, of course. I must keep my family's respect. But still, thanks for showing me the way. If not for you, I'd have died here, an old bachelor, while my family's there alive. Here, take my sharpening stone. Served me faithfully for many a year. Will keep all your blades razor sharp, but you know because you know what I remembered. Doesn't really matter if you go hunting with the Batas or Batia, as long as you go with a friend or with family. Don't be like me, Nicola. Remember it well, and don't forget to sharpen your blades. And here's the stone to do that. So long. Okay, so that's finished. We have more of that. Yeah, go to sleep. I think we need to go back and talk to Anju. There's something off there in the... There's something over there that's moving. We're gonna go this way, I think. There's something right there in the corner. Kind of blue, almost looked like a mammoth or something. I don't know. Hold on, let's... I swear, it doesn't really let me do any... I can't access storage out here. Okay, we're gonna go back to Anju. Yeah, we're gonna talk to... Anyway, how's the search going? Tell him what happened. With a deep frown, Andrew listens to my account of recent events. Disappeared, he does not know where. What a nuisance, I sympathize. As for the pages, my sailors did find some of on the shore. Here you go. If they find more, I'll personally hand them to you next time we meet. But wait, you say your father was looking for a mysterious land of the north? Yes, this is stated in his journal. Yes, our family legend mentions this land. Yeah, stated in his journal. Really? Then allow me to study the journal later. Everything will come in handy for our expedition. In 1810, merchant Yakov Sanakov traveled around these parts. To the north of Katini Island, he saw another isle, a massive one surrounded by highlands. It became known as Sanakov Island. Since our task here is to map all the lands of the Empire, we've been trying to get there ever since. To the same places as your father. So far, we have been unsuccessful, but this time it should work. This time our ship will reach where we could not get by land. There are only some preparations left, and in this regard, I have a proposal for you. Help us prepare, then go there with us. If your father was headed to the same place as us, then we will meet him on our way, or at the very least, we will know his fate. What do you say? I agree. It should help me find my father. Glad to see we're the same mind. I must warn you, our paths may lead to bitter discoveries. But you were undoubtedly aware of this when you came here. Very well. To the matter at hand. Andrew shakes his hand. At the moment, it's as if his enthusiasm passes to me like a jolt. So this time, we're going to Sanakov land on this very ship. Alas, there's a mass of thin ice between us and the island, and our hull is not strong enough to break through it. We will need some more durable sail and mast. All of this we need to procure in the coming days and weeks. Do you have any questions? If not, let's start on our first task. Where do we go to get the mast? Great questions. As you may know, ship timber does not grow on the tundra, or does it? The locals have a curious legend about ship pines growing in the area, one I tend to believe. I'll tell you when the time comes. Do you have any questions? If not, let's start on our first task. How are we going to reinforce the hull? Of course, we will not We will not reassemble our boat from the ground up, although it would not hurt. What we absolutely need to do is strengthen the prow, otherwise the ice will gut our ship like a butcher's knife. Here's where the story about the expedition of Semyon Desnov comes in, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. When we get to reinforcing the hull, I will explain everything in greater detail. Any more questions? Why do we need a new sail? The old one could do just fine, this is true, but the main sail breaks at the most crucial moment, and the one we have looks like a sieve rather than a sail. I thought about it for a long time and took action, but something didn't go according to plan and the sail disappeared. I'll tell you more in a second. Okay, no questions. Great, let's get started. Let's get started with the sail. It might be the easiest to get a hold of. At the beginning of the year, I ordered a particularly durable sail from St. Petersburg. It should have arrived a long time ago. The local Cossack Mitrofan was responsible for delivering it to the nearby town, but no one has seen him for a long time. You've undoubtedly already met with the local residents. Some of them, I'm sure, constantly travel around the area. Ask the locals where Mitrofan was last seen. If anyone knows where the Cossack, it's them. We need that sail, Nikolai. There won't be another. Okay, journal. Finding the ship's sail, but the sail got lost. Okay. Ask the locals. Well, that is... over this way. Hold on. Nope, those are just fulls. Okay. Okay, that's just that type of fish. Okay, we don't have to do that. We do need to get to a settlement before the sun goes down. All right. Do we have this? What do you have? Ask about Mitrofan. Yeah. Mitrofan, yeah, I know him. Didn't you see him yourself? The night you drove here when the bear attacked you, I mean. Don't remember anything. It means you didn't. You would have missed that one. There are two ways to get here. By the upper road to the east, the one you took, and straight ahead through the wretched hollow. But if you didn't see him, means his bones are lying somewhere in the hollow. Is it dangerous there? How'd you know? You don't call a place the wretched hollow for nothing. What you gonna do? There's evil there's evil spirits there. Didn't mean to matter to Mitrofan. Felt like taking a shortcut, it seems. But you've a whole life ahead of you. Listen, there's a girl who lives in the neighborhood, hobnobs with the evil ones. We call such a woman, Yudaga, or she shamans, if you will. Name's Anya. Aya. You could ask her to make it to the hollows and back in one piece. Thing is, no one knows where to find her, and she doesn't hang out with anyone, only with my friend Chebeke. He is not your usual old codger, take it from me. He lives here in the camp. Come on, I'll introduce you, and who knows, maybe he'll set you up with Ayen. Alright, we got a new person. Trebekia's chome drowns in half-light, a molasses-colored darkness that smells not quite like other tents I've been to. Not mustiness, not human body, but something ancient. It smells of olden times. I've listened to what you've had to say, Erkin, and I've listened to you, young man, so here is what I'm going to tell you. You should not seek Anyana or ask her for help. It will not do you any good. It's for a good cause. I know it is. Your heart is pure. I just do not believe that Anya will be of any help on your path. I speak with her in order to tell ancient legends to lead her away from her deluded ways, but she herself will not help anyone, a lost soul. Her feet tread ancient places. She sheds blood on the ancient stones, hears the voices of Abbasi. I see that you are determined, young one. I shall try to talk you out of it, but my story will be long. Have you heard of Olankano? Never heard of it. It doesn't matter. Olankano is the story of my people, ancient but true. It all began at the beginning of time when Yuryung Aitoyan created the world tree Al-Luk-Mas. And at the beginning of the days, a fierce battle raged like a storming sea boiling. The battle of the radiant gods, and countless hordes of Abbasi. I emerged from Trebek's tent as if from a dream. How long has it been? Ancient gods and heroes, a tapestry of legends flowing before my eyes. Here you are, finished at last. How was it? It was beautiful, but I didn't remember anything. Haha, you bet it is. Trebek is a talent. And this was the first time he performed it in Russian, translating for you as he went. What are you gonna do? And if you didn't remember something, don't fret. It lives in your soul now. It'll come out when you need it most. But back to business. Did Rebecca discourage you from talking to I cannot pronounce these names. Anya to go to the wretched hollow to look for your father? Erican looks in the eye. I knew he didn't. He sings well, but not well enough to make you turn your back, eh? I know where to find those old places and ancient stones he talked about. There's an old shrine to the west of here, not of the Roccat faith, that one. But there's still dark forces about. That's where Anya is often seen, they say. Don't tell Trebek don't tell Trebeke I told you, but be careful out there. Okay, so we need to seek out to the altar of the west. I think that's the one that I went to, but we are going to take a rest. Okay, now we leave. I think this is the one that I've already been to. I kind of wish I could get a little bit of a boost of speed here, just because the travel is slow. Why do I get the feeling that I probably have already met her? Yeah, so here's where Anna sheds blood on the ancient stones, but the shaman is nowhere to be seen. Could a sacrifice get her attention? I need an animal that lives in the vicinity, not too big, but not too small either. Alright, well, we could certainly do that. Let's... Yeah, something that lives in the vicinity, nothing in the vicinity. Here's something over here. Let me just do over here. All right, we're just going to do that. We're going to, hold on. Put that right there. All right. I literally am only doing the minimum of what I need. Oh, hold on. I want to see what these were. Oh, that's just that thing again. Okay, never mind. All right. Over here. Okay, so let's put a sacrifice in the altar with the right there. My trembling hands, I lay the animal's body on the altar. If only our local priest could see me now. A moment later, there's a howling of wolves coming from all directions back to the camp quickly. Yep. All right. Journal. All right, return to Eric. And okay, so it at least they do tell me. Don't want to tell me where she is? Then don't, you old fool. I'll find out myself. A sullen young man emerges from Tribeca's tent. He stops in the middle of camp, notices me. Too many strangers around lately. When we Yucca here's ruled here, we didn't tolerate such things. You better go back to your own country while you're still alive. He throws me another menacing look, then jumps on his sled and drives away. Tell me what happened? What a mess I dragged you into, Nikolai. What are you gonna do? Once he heard my story, Erican shakes his head. It's my fault, no matter how you look at it. Kill me right here on the spot if you want to. I don't care. Why did I hear wolves howling? How should I know? There's some horrible witchcraft that makes my skin crawl. You shouldn't have gone there. Listen, I feel bad I let you down, Nikolai, and you still need to go to the Wretched Hollow, and without Anya, too. You must claim these items. I get another pupper? Don't forget to watch over your team and switch dogs when you need. They are all different, each of them with their strengths and weaknesses. All right, that's all. Good luck to you in the Hollow. Just don't set out there at nights the spirit's domain. You know where to go, do you? Further south past the shrine, then to the left. That's it. Off to you. Okay. Find the sail of the Wretched Hollow in the south of the continent. Okay. We've got that. We're going to sleep. At least it's not like a survival game where you have to deal with hunger, thirst, and energy and all that. All right. We need to get going. Oh, it's like trying to oh, there's my okay, so he said I needed to go. Yeah, I have a feeling I know where it wants me to go on the map. Because I'm going to go past this. And basically, if I'm following the map, what I'm thinking is it's going to be somewhere over here. Well, there's a totem, so I'm going to guess it's going to be over there because that seems to be how they designate stuff in this game. Okay, here is scattered belongings. Things have fallen off the sled, are scattered along the slope. A rifle, a bandolier, empty bottles. The sail is nowhere to be seen. Search the area. Hold on, we've got... Okay, so we can do that. The sail's nowhere to be seen. We're gonna leave. We have the dead driver. The driver seems to have died on the spot. I don't want to look at the corpse, but there's no one else here. Or as Eric says, night of the spirit's domain. Maybe wait for the night. Snowdrift. It's passable with the rocky slope collapsed, burying the sled along with the driver. It seems the Wretched Hollow lived up to its name. How do you rotate? There we go. Oh, there's my storage. I might be able to upgrade my tent after upgrade my tent. I've already been there. Hold on. Yeah. Want to go down. Yeah, that is... Okay. Hold on, what's the... All right, we're gonna read this, but we're gonna get back to camp first. Do I have anything to sell? Not a whole lot. Okay. Okay. Journal. Notes. Departure. Father was always obsessed with the legend of our family. Allegedly in the 17th century, Trofim, the son of a Siberian Cossack and a Yakov woman, traveled to Great Russia seeking military glory. With him, Trofim had only a golden talisman in the shape of a human figure. It's been 2 years since father disappeared. Recently, I came across a drawing of a similar talisman in some research materials about Yakutia. That's why I had to leave. Sophia, I must find him. Spirits must have told me the story 100 times when I was a child. Young soldier Trofim always charged at the front lines and came out unscathed every time. All thanks to the spirits in his talisman, which deflected every blow from him onto those around him. Over time, I started mocking this tale, but would you believe it if I said that But would you believe me if I said that I myself just encountered something otherworldly? I speak of northern Yucatan as if I were an entirely different world, and to be honest with you, Sophia, it truly is. As the residents of Roccat Yustev told me, their village was founded in the 17th century by a Cossack, Ivan Rebrov. Rebrov was an explorer who discovered the straits between the mainland and the New Siberian Islands, which Andrew and I are currently exploring. For nearly 2 centuries, the people of Roccat Yustev lived far removed from the central Russian reality, adopting the skills and customs of the local indigenous peoples, but even their Russian language is slightly different from ours. The village headsman does his best to speak properly with me, but his speech occasionally reveals words like Kartusa, to suffer, and Vani Svet, the other world. Roccat Yustev is an entire world unto itself, small but in every sense unique. And I am literally pronouncing these things like no to the same. Okay, there's that. We have 2 dogs. Oh, we have multiple dogs. This almost looks like my dog. No, I take it back. This one looks more like my dog. Indigenous breed since ancient times, the native peoples. Okay. An indigenous breed. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we have anything. Nope. I know it's late. I made the mistake of doing that. I might be going back to the ship. Although I didn't find the sail. Always on duty. Do we have this? Just a couple of knots faster, but will the rigging stand it? Ah, it's you. Come on in. Nope. We're going to rest until morning. Okay, so journal. Find the sail in the wretched hull in the south of the continent. Out of curiosity, because I know he gave me a dog. Trade. $750. Okay. $10 and $750. So yeah. So basically I could $750 and I could get like another dog. Which might be worth it. Should I? Yeah, because this is seemingly going a little bit faster. So I think I'm going to try to... These don't make much money though. So I really am not going to waste too much time on those. You know what? Let's... Hold on. How do I access my storage from here? Or maybe I have to be here to do it. There we go. Storage. I want... Okay, hold on. We're going to take this. And I'm going to send that to storage. Going to go over here to storage. And then this... We're going to send it to cargo. Do I need... you know what? I might need... I might need to repair that. It's not letting me do that though. Okay, we could do this. Yeah, universal trap. So this one would be 1, 2. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, these are all the different ones that we've got. 21. Wow. Oh, improved sled. I might... Oh, but it's in storage. It's fine. Okay, all that, and I didn't really... I don't feel like I really accomplished anything. Let's come over here. No, that's a vole. And we are going back. You can probably watch that, whatever it was, crawl around. That's just... All right, take a rest. And we're going to leave camp. Last one. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing we can do but to leave. We're gonna go back over here. Sell pelts. Merchant. All right. We're going to sell. That goes to storage. Yeah. F. X. Now we trade. Dog. I would like this one. Oh, here's the old ads. Okay. Let's leave. We can go to... There we are. See, now we've got 3 dogs. We're going a little bit faster. All right. Let's see. The historian. Come in, Lieutenant. I dare hope that you do not come empty-handed. Sled. How do I get that to you? The historian will want to have a look at this. I mean, do I sell? I don't know if I was supposed to do that. All right, let's rest. At least I know where that thing is out in the... See, I think that is just... I think it's just I need... Okay. Maybe back to the snowdrifts? That snowdrift? Okay, sail is nowhere to be seen. Dead driver. The other side of the gorge here, but is now impassable wall of snow and rocky slope collapsed, burying the sled along with the driver. It seems like the wretched hollow lives up to its name. I don't suppose there's a way to go. Nope. The cliff topped with a stone ledge, some sort of ribbons and belts wrapped around it. Beyond it, only the steel of sea waves. And even further away, perhaps, lies the coveted, uncharted land. Okay, so... I've already been to that tent. And it's already getting dark. And I've been to that one as well. Let's go back to the Russian village. It was a coincidence. I remembered you the other day. How's your health? That's what can I tell you about Risco? Isn't we get by and thank God for that. They say the village has been beaten here 300 years. As Ivan the Terrible Tsar went to war with Novgorod, people fled from there to Siberia and our village was founded. Since then, life has not always been easy and not always peaceful. We fought with the Yukiers and with the Roccats too. But that was a long time ago. Nowadays, Lord spares us this horror. We're always better off living in peace. Do anything else? A nobleman stopped by not long ago, asked about the land of the north. No, doesn't ring a bell. Except for Anzu Petra Fedorovich. He comes here every now and then. He's a prominent traveler. He has his own ship and sails from island to island around here. Asked around the village. Someone probably saw him. Do you want anything else? Okay. Yeah, unless one of these, I mean, there's this, the historian want to have a look at that. Okay. So we could move that over. So yeah, I mean, I've got rope. I've got metal. I've got boards. I mean, this is pretty ample storage space, so I'm good with that. A sewing needle. Purchase equipment. All right, let's see if I can do that to storage. Let's exit out of there. Storage over here. Maybe I have to have a better sled. Okay. We'll try one more day, go out and see what we can find. Hold on, was there anything? No, let's go this way. Let's just see if there's anything here. Nope. Oh, that's flying stuff. Yeah, I mean... Sails nowhere to be seen. Search. Whoa, 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 what's that? Cossack spirit. This is a real spirit, glowing and translucent. But only faint reverberations are coming from the mouth, like a distant mountain echo. Are you Metro fan? Ooh. Spirit's looking right at me, but it doesn't seem to understand a word I'm saying either. There's nothing I can do here. I need to return and ask someone's help. Trevix, maybe? And the night around is growing thick. Where's the sail? Okay. Let's... Okay. Now we're gonna leave. Okay. I guess that makes sense considering it was one of those totem rest things anyway. I was not going to go over these snow drifts at night. That creepy thing. I legitimately thought it was like a seal. I thought it was like a... I know leopard seals are Antarctic, and this is Arctic. Looks like we've got some more sea ice out there. All right, Tribeca. Fire in Tribeca's tent is barely alive. The old storyteller is snoring in the corner. From deep within the tent, a Roccat girl looks at me with black eyes, a starless night. You came back alive? Your dark Russian spirits help, no doubt. Your spirits are strong. Dober and his team helped me, not the spirits. Dober, your dog? Yes, a good dog. Didn't get scared of the wolves. Brought you here alive. I've been following you for a long time, since the day you came here. I don't understand what kind of person you were, and then you brought a sacrifice on the altar. Blood sacrifices are forbidden. Forbidden. So I decided to scare you off with the wolves, but you weren't deterred. You're a stubborn one. I didn't know it was forbidden. Did your Christian God tell you to shed blood? If you're not a black sorcerer, who are you? What did you do at the shrine? I briefly tell my story about the missing father, the legend, the spirit of the Cossack. So that's how it is. I thought you were a rabid wolf and you're just a headstrong yearling. Anya smiles for the first time ever with a shockingly disarming, childish smile. It's not often that spirits are born from non-native people. Apparently, something is holding the caustic in the middle world. And the fact you saw him is also a miracle. You have a gift, but spirits will not speak to you that easily. They need an offering, and not a bloody one. Pour a sip of kumis on the ground. It's a drink made of mare's milk. That will be enough. Here you go. I've got a spare flask. If you need more, the traveling merchant should have more. Offer the kumis to your Cossack. It should help you establish contact, but you'll do yourself a favor if you just drop it. Talking to spirits is for the lost like me, and I won't save you when you're dying. Not anymore. Goodbye. I only blinked once and Arrow was no longer here. Only a wolf howling can be heard somewhere in the distance. Hold on. Go bring some. Okay. The pupper. All right. It's still early enough. We can go. I think you can have up to 5 dogs. You could probably have up to 5 dogs. This is probably just the limitations of the demo. I mean, I know for longer trails like the Iditarod, you can, I mean, they'll have teams of what, 8, 9, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12. When I went dog sledding, we had a team of, I want to say it was 6. Okay, but I have to sleep. So we're going to wait until, there we go. A caustic spirit, offer kumis. I open the flask and pour some kumis on the frozen ground. Oh man, what did you do? It's like that thing of yours got me warmed up a little. But it's still so cold, so cold. Where am I, huh? And where are my dogs? Must be a dream. That a dream, ain't it? That's all hooch talking. Gosh darn it. But me ma's been telling me, quit drinking, you fool. You're dead, Metrophone. What? You're kidding me, man. I'd give you a nice wallop if I got a good look at you. Metrophone falls silent and casts a sad look at his transparent hands. You got me here, though. I know I'm dead. How did it happen? I remember going to the village with the delivery. There was a rumble on the slope. Don't remember a thing after. Cossack looks back at the sled buried under the rubble. You know, there should be dogs here. They chewed off the straps and ran away. My dear uns. Only it looks like they got tangled up in the sail and dragged it off with them. I was carrying a sail, you know. They probably rushed west and got free from the sail. There, God willing. Maybe found shelter there somewhere to spend the night, because if not, means they all died there in the snow. You gonna find them? I love my dogs. You can't imagine how much. I promise I will find them. Thank you, man. God bless you. Let everything be fine. You go west. Look around. We've been driving along these roads for a long time. They're used to one route. I'll tell you more about them if you want. Just find them. And here, take my whistle for help you on the road. Blow it and the dogs will carry you like well-spurred horses. Just don't use it too much. And find the dogs. I'll tell you much more about them if you want to find them. My arms are here, my legs are here, yet there I lay dying. Witchcraft, I say. Did I say that? Ask about the dogs. Since I was a kid, I didn't know how to be like everyone else. A joker, they called me. So I drank. Didn't save any money, didn't start a family. Only my dogs were with me. If you find any of them, I'll show them this toy. They will greet you as their own. Take care of them for me. Would do it myself if I could, but see, I'm late to St. Peter's door. But it'll bring me joy if I know they're alive and well. All right, we're going to sleep until morning. Okay, journal. Mr. is worried about his missing dogs. I cannot refuse the last request of the dead. Ask locals about the missing dogs. Okay. Now we get the shift. I was thinking it was dealing with over here. There's the sail. Sail seems in excellent conditions. The dogs are nowhere to be seen. Did they survive? Okay, hold on. Where's the dogs? Okay. Enter the camp. Aw. You're alive, joy to my heart. Tell me what you saw. Or maybe I don't want to know. What matters is you're back in one piece. What brings you here? Ask about the missing dogs. Yes, one dog came from the tundra not so long ago. There, look, he hid under the sled. Want to show him the toy? We'll try it. Maybe he'll recognize it. As soon as I take it out, Mitrofun's toy, the dog rushes to me with a delight. He is a good boy. Look at that. He stands on his hind leg, licks my hands, wags his tail. You know each other? Well, it's a surprise. I don't need anyone's dogs. You must claim the items. Let's see if we can improve this sled. I just need... Okay, storage. Yeah, let's do that. And then I need 7. I'll be back. I think it's, yeah, we just got to keep going. Just keep swimming. Okay, that. Now that. In the morning, yep, we're going to sell. All right, let's leave. let's go. We're gonna go over here real quick because I think the historian's gonna want this. Let me do that. And oh no, I've already got it there. Historian. There. That gets me 14 some odd dollars. All right, let's improve the sled. We're gonna upgrade. Okay, so there's the other upgrade for that. All right, goodbye. All right, now we can talk to here. What brings you here? Ask about the missing dogs. Yes, we found some, and here, look, you can use the toy. He's a good boy. And we can now bring him there. That's good. The traveling merchant has more dogs on sale now in case you need any, but such the same as this good boy. Oh, Mitrofin, why didn't you take care of yourself? Okay, let's... tab. Slay. Do I need... Enter the camp. We're going to... Now we might be able to move him around. Okay, now we're going to move that. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. We're just going to do like so. There we go. Yeah, because I had already managed to get the dogs, and these go a lot faster. The more dogs you have, the faster you go. I don't know if that's necessarily how it is in real life, because I've only been dog sledding once. Okay, let's rest. I know it's... Okay, wake up. Oh, it's you. I'm calling out my dogs, that's all. Did you see her? Tell her Zaka is okay. Really? And she's with you now, Zaka, my dear Zaka. The dog whimpers and presses against me, staying away from the ghost. Doesn't recognize me. Huh? Foolish as a kid. Well, it's okay. The important thing is she's alive and well, not starving or frozen. Take good care of her, man. What a weight off my chest. I feel so light, as if I could. The ghost dissipates in thin air before my eyes. Seems he's finally at peace. That finished? Okay, so we just need to get the... We just need to deliver the sail to Angie. We're gonna rest up for the rest of the night and then head back to the ship. It's like, can we zoom in? Actually, one more thing I want to do before I call it quits is I believe I'm gonna get the 5th dog. I'm gonna get 5th doggo. I didn't get the 5th dog just because I wasn't sure if there was a 2nd dog or if it was only one, but if the Cossack's done, then we should be good. And I've got the funds for it, so we're gonna go traveling merchant. Yep. Trade. I want a doggo. Okay, so who should I get? Well, he's 10. I can't afford him. He's 5. That one's also 10. Torgen Dober. Okay, these. Okay. I can. You know what? Now that I'm looking at them, well, I guess never mind. I guess that theory goes out the window. The one I really want is this one because this one looks like my dog. But I need $3 more. This one's pretty too. That one almost reminds me of a Merle. I want this one, which means, okay. I need like $3 more. Or rubles. Now that I need to have the fence thing. We're just gonna go and do a little bit more hunting. Not those things, because those aren't worth it. Is that all that's available? I think this is fit or birds, and I don't have anything that I can do to get those. right, let's see if we can sell. Okay. Trade. That one. This one really needs to be in the back. This one's good for there. Yeah, that's okay. Just want to do a little bit of a run around. Okay, and then yeah. We're gonna go over here to here. Deliver the sale. Nicola, is that my sale? I never expected it. Unload it, I'll examine it. It is indeed. Where did you get it? Took it from a dead Cossack, made sacrifices and talked to dead spirits. Yeah, don't joke like that, Nikolai. Wait, you're not joking. Is Mitrofan dead? Sad. But such is this land, it does not tolerate mistakes. Let's say a prayer for him. Adu was silent for several moments, his eyes lowered. Great job, Nikolai. You deserve a medal, or at least a commendation, but I can only offer you a modest reward from my own pocket. I have another journal page for you. When you're ready for the next assignment, I will be waiting here. Thank you for playing. The full version of the game will be available later. But you can wishlist it now. So, really cool. Only one little bug that I found, or one little thing, was when I got Mistofan's dog, I already had to, and I didn't upgrade the sled, so I either need to be able to, that one I either need to be able to come back to and pick him up, or I need to be able to exit out of that conversation, because all I did was I exited the game and it kicked me out of that conversation. Other than that, it's a really cute game. I'm curious to see what the rest of the story is. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.